Monday, June 19th, 2023, 6 p.m. regular meeting of the Windsor Heights City Council. Roll call.
Susan Skeers,
Here.
Joseph Jones,
Here.
Michael Libby,
Here.
Lauren Campbell,
Here.
Teresa Harms.
Here.
Join me in pledge allegiance. Thank you. For the agenda. Second. Roll call.
Susan Skeers,
She heard you.
Susan Skeers,
Susan.
you there?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, my mute's not working all that well here.
Okay. Joseph Jones,
Yes.
Michael Libby,
Yes.
Lauren Campbell, Teresa Harms.
Yes, I'm having a little bit of delay too on the connection part, so I'm just gonna leave it on.
Okay.
3, presentation from Tiffany. Tiffany, how do you feel like? Thank you. Thank you. From the Urbandale/Windsor Heights Chamber of Commerce.
Good afternoon, everyone. Tiffany Menke, president of the Urbandale Chamber, and I just wanted to take a few minutes to just go over what happened on June 1st. So on June 1st, the Windsor Heights Chamber officially merged in with the Urbandale Chamber. We're really excited about the opportunity to work with Windsor Heights and the business community. One of the things that was really important was to maintain the Windsor Heights identity within the chamber. So I wanted to ensure all of you that that's something that the committee and everyone that is intimately involved is very focused on, is to make sure that that identity piece doesn't go away. So that happened June 1. We have been working very hard to meet one-on-one with all of the 61 members that officially came over from the Windsor Heights Chamber into the Urbandale Chamber. The Windsor Heights Chamber Committee is the piece that's going to keep that Windsor Heights focus. And they start meeting in July, the second Friday in July. They'll have their first meeting to talk through some of the marketing aspects. The finances is already set, so a portion of the dues are paid by any business physically located in Windsor Heights will go to fund that committee in a restricted fund. And those funds will go to things such as the Windsor Heights Citizen of the Year, Business of the Year, sponsoring some of the events, things like that that are focused 100% on Windsor Heights. So right now we're working, the board of directors that came over start that Windsor Heights Chamber Committee. And then we're actively looking for other business professionals to maintain or to engage in that particular group to grow the size of that chamber committee and that focus. But first step is meeting with everybody. And so that's what we've been doing right now. I look forward to any questions, and I talked to Mayor Jones on Friday. We talked about having a city liaison also involved in those meetings as well to ensure that the chamber and the city are working closely together for the business community here in Windsor Heights. Any questions? Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry, real quick, Tiffany.
Yes.
Hi, sorry, thank you. I wanted to let the others in the room ask questions. First of all, thank you. Sorry I wasn't able to be there today, but appreciate the update. And I just want to say kudos. I've always been impressed. My husband and I are members of the Urbandale Chamber through our retail store, but just have always been impressed with you and your team. So I'm grateful for this partnership for our community here in Windsor Heights as well. But so I'm grateful for the opportunity to maintain Windsor Heights identity. Obviously very proud of our name and our little small niche here in the metro. But I would just say that I'm hopeful, just kind of vision for our partnership that, any ideas and suggestions, recommendations that you all have that are fresh, innovative, good fits. I've always been impressed with the Urbandale Chambers activities and just how you're like a grown-up chamber, and with that was total compliment. And so I'm hoping that our community will be able to benefit at some juncture from, big sister, if you will, in that space to really help our community grow, in our business community grow in particular, and benefit from kind of the know-hows that you all have. So thank you, first of all, and I look forward to hearing more about this growing and blooming partnership, merger between the two. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tiffany. We'll make it harder when you come back.
Okay, perfect.
Pretty tough crowd still. All right, item 4, public forum. This is a time set aside for comments from the public on topics of city business other than those listed on the agenda. No action taken. Please come to the podium, state your name and address for the record, and keep your comments no more than 5 minutes. No public here. We've already spoken. All right, consent agenda. So moved.
Second,
Roll call.
Susan Skiris,
yes.
Joseph Jones,
Yes.
Michael Libby,
Yes.
Lauren Campbell,
Yes.
Teresa Harms.
Yes.
6A, consideration of the second reading and waiving the third reading of ordinance number 2305, by Ordinance Amending Chapter 55 of the Code of Ordinances for Windsor Heights Related to the types and number of animals. Second.
Second,
Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Susan Skiris,
yes.
Joseph Jones,
Yes.
Michael Libby,
Yes.
Lauren Campbell,
Yes.
Teresa Harms.
Yes.
Anyone make a motion to waive the third reading of the ordinance?
So moved.
Second,
Roll call.
Susan Skiris,
yes.
Joseph Jones,
Yes.
Michael Libby,
Yes.
Lauren Campbell,
Yes.
Teresa Harms.
Yes.
6B, consideration of resolution number 2023-40, a resolution approving an employment agreement with the next city administrator for the city of Windsor Heights. So moved.
Second.
I think we have to have any further discussion. Okay. No. Okay.
Does Adam want to call and say anything?
You can say hi, Adam.
Good evening. Sorry I can't be there in person. It's also City of Johnston's council meeting this evening, but very excited. Thank you so much.
We understand, Adam, that there's going to be an Adam 1 and an Adam 2 city, so.
You know, it's funny, there's all the office next to me here at City Hall in Johnston is also occupied by an Adam. So Adam squared will live on in Windsor Heights.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, roll call.
Susan Skiris,
Yes.
Joseph Jones,
Yes.
Michael Libby,
Yes.
Lauren Campbell,
Yes.
Teresa Harms.
Yes.
6C, consideration of pay request number 1, 68th Street Reconstruction.
So moved,
Second.
Second.
Chelsea Nurse Bolton. This is the first pay app for 68th Street. A lot of pavement removals, pipe work and mobilization.
Everything moving according to schedule. Any water main breaks?
Nope, they will be shutting off the water tomorrow though. A scheduled one. No, everything seems to be moving around. Weather's cooperated for the most part. I guess, things and hopefully paving here in the next couple weeks.
Any questions or discussion?
There were door hangers put on the doors for
Yes.
those that are gonna lose water, right?
Yes, so I don't have the specifics. The one Waterworks handles all that stuff and decides by their valving where it's getting shut off, contractor now put out door hangers by. They have the one Waterworks logo on it.
All right, roll call.
Susan Skiris,
yes.
Joseph Jones,
Yes.
Michael Libby,
Yes.
Lauren Campbell,
Yes.
Teresa Harms.
Yes.
D, consideration of pay request 2, HMA resurfacing project.
Yep, this should be one of the last year everything's done. We'll be doing a much list here. Tomorrow, actually. Get that closed out.
Okay, motion,
So moved.
second to the motion to pay for the resurfacing project.
Second.
That's right. You got it. Give them a pause.
It's your time to shine. Susan Skiris,
Yes.
Joseph Jones, Michael Libby,
Yes.
Lauren Campbell,
Yes.
Teresa Harms.
Yes.
7A, reports, attended MPO last Thursday. Major discussion was about a line of credit agreement with Bankers Trust for the Water Trail Build Grant. That passed. Attended our mayor's meeting. I was one of 6. The topic was DEI and sustainability, where we heard from Jeremy Karen, City of Des Moines Sustainability Program Manager. Personnel and Finance met last Friday and is meeting again this Friday to discuss the city clerk position. We'll hopefully be making a recommendation to City Council at the next meeting. MPO Handbook Subcommittee meeting this Wednesday. Catch Des Moines is Thursday. That's it.
What's the deal with handbook so?
There were apparently some concerns raised about the state of the employee handbook. And I think employee handbook is also their policy.
Yep.
And so their employment policy hadn't been updated, I think, for a few years, but also there were the language related to working from home was needing to be shored up, I guess. And so there was a number of updates to be made. So myself and Doug Jones, Joe Gatto, Dean O'Connor are all working on it. All right, Ms. Harms.
Gotta unmute. Thank you. Just for point of reference, it's really hard to hear you. And like Mike, almost everything you said, there was like feedback. So again, I don't know what network. I can hear Adam perfectly, but everybody else is really a struggle. So again, I think we've put money and resources in to try and make this a good thing for folks to be able to listen and hear online, but it's really, really hard. So just point of reference, but, real quick. So, I can't remember the point in time the last meetings were, and we've had lots of activity going on over the course of the last couple of weeks. So, attended MAC, I think after the Tuesday after our last meeting, so the Metro Advisory Committee, they had an update from Clive on their stormwater and water projects and all of those sorts of things. Pete DeCook gave that. Very good, very helpful, insightful, and they were also very involved legislatively on the stormwater and topsoil legislation that I worked on my client's behalf during legislative session. So it was just really good to kind of get an update on some of the things they're doing and really how they're leading the way on those issues. So sorry if that was a repeat. And then also, Mike talked about personnel and finance, and then have been doing some Windsor Wonderland planning. I know it's only the middle of summer, but December will be here before we know it. And then attended the Bankers Trust customer appreciation luncheon, and kudos again to our fire department for going out there and having a face at their event every year, and serving up burgers and hot dogs and so it was just a wonderful opportunity to connect. And there was a lot of foundation members there, and had great conversations with Bankers Trust staff from across the metro, and several residents and that sort of thing. So, and then finally secured some letters of support for the tax rebate for the property on 63rd and University. So I think that's it. Let me know if anybody has any questions. Thanks.
Campbell.
Fall Fest planning is well underway, so we'll be reaching out to more businesses to be involved as vendors. But the big things secured with all parts for the parade, so the council of American October 7th, check that. And also the petting zoo. So that's two big things we do that, not just every other confirmed. I attended DART with Joseph on June 6th, conversations about the new facility and also right sizing the fleet. And I want to extend an invitation if anybody wants to know more about DART and would like to ride on the bus if you haven't before. My son is a big bus enthusiast and would be happy to show you exactly how to take DART downtown. Right down University, it's pretty easy. And I attended the Bubbler event by Des Moines Performing Arts down at Colby Park on June 16th. Thank you to Adam for being there and taking pictures. It was very interesting. I'm not sure that the kids took in as much of the science behind the bubbles in the lecture portion of the presentation, but the bubble portion was a hit. So that's it.
Hey, Lauren, whatever you did, you went from not being able to hear you to hearing you, and it was like night and day. Thank you for whatever tweak you made. Thank you.
That was all Adam.
It started when you started talking about DART and talked about your son being able to take us, show us how to ride DART. Then I could understand everything. Until then, it was a word here or there. The same with Mike. I haven't been able to hear a lot of what Mike said, but I agree. I can hear everything Adam and Rochelle have been saying since the start of coming on to the Zoom meeting. I just assigned you a bunch of work. Don't worry about it. Oh, great. Thanks.
Libby.
Thank you, Mayor. Just a couple of things. Economic development meeting was this past month. We had a good turnout, lasted 90 minutes and lots to talk about with the members of that group from the University and 63rd all the way up to University and 7th Street, and a new business, a relocating business coming there. Some other conversations about some other buildings and some other economic development opportunities within the city. Let's see, I had coffee with council on Saturday, and Chief Roth was with me. We had a great 90 minutes together, learned lots about Clear Lake and the police department there and his plans for this department. Publicly, I'd just like to say I'm really pleased that we have such a well-meaning and deserving public servant working as our chief of police. It was a great time. Also, just a reminder that next month is Nights in the Heights. The foundation meeting is tonight to start to firm up everything that's going on June 27. That's way in advance, but thought you should know. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Jones.
Yep. Our last homelessness council meeting had a lot of really interesting data that I think, if you've not seen the report, I'll send everyone the report. But the point in time looked at 685 households that are experiencing homelessness in our metro community right now. And a lot having to do with the challenging rental market and not being able to find affordable rental within our metro areas. So something to think about long-term as we think about economic development incentives.
Right.
And then DART, we continue to look for a new CEO. And so we had a search committee interview last week with another candidate, and we'll have a full commission meeting with that person at the end of next week. And so we'll see where this goes. That's it.
Ms. Scaries.
I have nothing to report other than vacation is amazing.
Thanks for the update.
Anytime.
Hey, I forgot to mention, the foundation's ice cream social is also next Sunday. So the 25th from 6 to 8. I think they're still accepting hosts if anybody wants to do that. They largely provide all of the fixins or ice cream and, that then bowls and plates and all those sorts of things. If you want to do extras, you can. If no one is, and I think they're having one at the park. Can somebody confirm that? They're having like a general south of University one at the park.
Don't know where to go, you can go to the park.
Okay, fair enough. And then if you don't want to go to the park and you want to come to our neighborhood, we're doing, because somebody's hosting on 80th. We took 79th through 76th, Lewin Lane to Maryland. So for anybody that's in that neighborhood, you can come and it'll be on Maryland. You're all welcome. Adam, maybe you can bring your 2.5-year-old and come join us for some ice cream on Sunday between 6 and 8.
As long as you got sprinkles.
I'm sure there will be sprinkles.
I think he's talking about other Adam. See, we're already experiencing issues. We all looked at Adam and we were like, Adam?
Wait a minute, thanks for letting us know.
I would actually welcome both Adams and Rochelle and all of ours, whoever is on, and the chiefs can notify their teams and make sure that the staff know about it as well. And foundation could probably provide us with some the locations.
So.
Okay.
Didn't know it, but I got it.
You're bringing it.
Got it.
All right. Anything from you, Rochelle?
Just a reminder, I'll be on vacation Thursday, Friday, and then the next week,
Ah.
Monday, Tuesday. Then I'll be back, and then I'll be on Thursday, Friday. End of year, I have to be here.
Did we vote on that?
We did not.
No.
vote.
Oh,
I'm not really sure that's.
so everything goes to Adam one?
Don't rock this boat. No voting. Yeah, so Alan will be by himself for a few days. We're gonna have some backups. I'll tell you the plan.
Yeah.
Next week, this week before I leave. So.
Oh,
All right. Motion to adjourn. Is there a second? You guys want to say
Second.
roll call?
Yes.
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 Okay, have a cat below you, so I'm not like.
What?
Yes,
Oh.
Can you hear me any better at this point?
yes.
Yeah, that's what
Okay,
she
I
said.
think Adam tweaked something, so thank you.
And then I couldn't hear Adam very well at all, but I could hear